Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to get on here briefly to read a list of things to you that I have written down about my experiences with narcissistic traits. These traits may not be traits of all narcissistic abusers or narcissist period or what have you, but this is just my experience. It's quite a long list, so bear with me. Editing Brandy here. I just want to say that this video is my experience with some of these narcissistic traits. If any of these sound familiar to you or you can relate to them, there's a good chance you're dealing with a narcissist and on top of that, a narcissistic abuser. They are hypersexual. They lust after women even when they are in a relationship themselves. They think every woman wants them and will try to talk to any woman, whether they're single, married, young, or old. They have emotionally or physically cheated multiple times in your relationship with them or in previous relationships. Manipulation, they are master manipulators. They will manipulate you, and they have probably manipulated many other people in the past. For an example, manipulate a woman to send nude pictures and then later use those pictures for blackmail. They can't stand being told no or told what to do, and they have a big problem with authority. They may be addicted to pornography. They use apps to look up and find out information about women, such as jobs, names, addresses, and so on. They will follow women around that they think are attractive to get a second look. They think anyone who is just being friendly is flirting with them. They research your past and interrogate you over every single detail. They gaslight you, saying that you're crazy, making you believe something happened that didn't, or something happened in a way that actually didn't. They force you to do or talk about things that you don't want to for their own pleasure. They want all your passwords, they read all your messages, they eavesdrop on all your phone calls. They even go as far as to write texts or messages pretending to be you or answering for you. They won't allow you to sleep when you're in an argument, which is a form of torture, and you can look that up. They guilt you or manipulate you into physical intimacy. They think it's their job to punish you for things that you've done wrong. They have several fake social media accounts and they use them to stalk you and or previous partners. They will even stalk your family members to gain information about you. They've been abusive in previous relationships, but yet they play the victim. They're very easy to anger, standoffish. They lose or can't maintain control of their emotions. They're suspicious and paranoid of everything and everyone. They think they're constantly being targeted or watched. They can't take constructive criticism or any kind of criticism. They have an enormous ego. They don't respect boundaries or privacy. They're tremendously insecure. They don't work well with anyone. They don't want to be alone. And I think that comes down to they don't want to be alone with their own thoughts because they know how horrible they are and they can't escape it when there's no one there to take their mind off of it. They must have all the power and control in any relationship in every single way. They destroy your property. They can rage against you, but you're not supposed to react. In other words, be a robot. They use affection and sex as a weapon. They use religion to control you or justify their abuse. They get mad at any time over anything. You're always in a state of panic, having to walk on eggshells. They embarrass or humiliate you. They threaten violence against you. They're physically abusive. They laugh at your pain. They have a God complex. They use your insecurities against you. There's a family history of physical abuse, violence, and or abandonment. They are choosing to repeat the cycle that they grew up in. Incapable of empathy. They show no mercy, guilt, or remorse for anything they've done. They think they don't need to change. Blames everyone and doesn't take accountability for their actions. They isolate you. They want to turn you against your family and friends, cutting off any relationship that they can't control. Forcibly takes your phone away so you can't call for help when you need to. Tells you to leave but chases you and stops you every single time you try. Condescending, sarcastic, petty, hold grudges, but you can't do any of those things. If you refuse to argue, they will push all of your buttons until you lose control. That way they can blame you and accuse you of being out of control. During arguments, you're supposed to treat them kindly and overly nice until they decide they're going to calm down and stop being mean to you. When arguing, they get mad if you don't try to touch them or hug them or talk to them, but when you do, they push you away or tell you to shut up. So it's like, what do you want? When you're in an argument and they're treating you horribly, like you really want to touch them or be around them. No, you don't. You want to be far away from them. Nothing is ever resolved. You may think you have finally resolved an issue and moved on until the same topic comes up again and again and again and again and again and again. Infinity. Behaves recklessly when mad, such as driving fast or carelessly with you, not caring about your personal safety. And there are just so many other things that I could talk about. The list would be a mile long, so I won't. I will just say I'm not lying about anything that happened to me. I'm not making anything up or embellishing. I don't have to do that. Because what happened to me was so insane, I don't have to make anything up. I don't have to add to anything or make it bigger because that's what happened. It's just the truth. And it sounds crazy. It sounds like it's a movie plot, but it's true. It happened. It happens every day, every moment. Someone is abused, someone is controlled, someone is being hurt. It's probably the hardest thing I have ever went through in my life. If it hadn't been for my family and God, I don't think I would be here right now. It was to the point where it was either them or me, and I chose me. And I'm really trying to move past it and just use my story, use my voice to help someone else who is where I was or who is where I am now, on the other side, on the healing side. If you're lucky enough to have made it out, please share your story. And if you are in the midst of it, please reach out for help. Your life is worth everything. I say this every time in every video. Your life is worth everything. And it's true. There is help. There is hope. I promise you, there is a light at the end of the dark tunnel that you're in. I know it because I was there too. And if I can do it, you can do it. I have faith in you. I believe in you. I love you. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the next video.